And we're back. Let's get into some Grim Fandango, why don't we? Um, if you recall last time. Ah! Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm always caught off guard. Whenever, whenever, like, the intro cutscenes are really loud. I don't know. Seems to be a running theme here. But anyways, so last time we sort of found out that the whole Department of Death is like one big old racket, and that we were like sending the people to the wrong place, really. And we especially sent one sweet girl named Mercedes Colomar to the wrong place, or rather to the right place, but gave her the wrong tools. And because we're just charming guys, and sometimes even though we might be rotten, but we're not rotten enough to just uh, let that go. Not rotten enough to let that one pass through without making some amends. We decided to make a way to Rubacava, I think the place is called, to try and head her off there. And, well, now it's a year later, and apparently we're now casino owners. Really neat. Let's see. Oh. Hmm. I feel like I see something here. Seems like a familiar hat.
Looks like Lupe's been in the sugar again.
Okay, maybe not.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny.
Oh, bye.
I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say, yes, I think tonight's the night.
Yes, I think tonight's the night that you finally go nuts from waiting for the grand entrance of Ms. Mercedes Colomar.
Oh.
Let's try that again, shall we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Yes, I think tonight's definitely
Oh.
the night.
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
Actually, I just realized I hadn't changed the capture thing. Unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Uh, let's try that one again. I mean, wasn't like really that much happened, but yeah. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Oh, we've got ourselves a pretty nifty place now. Hmm. And let's see what Gladys. Ooh.
Hello, Manny.
Hola.
Let's see. Gladys. Oh, pal, what are you up to?
I guess Gladys is good at anything that uses keys. Quiet night, huh, Carnal?
Day of the Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night, remember last night, Manny? Oh, wait!
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, love song for a special lady.
Sing a little bit of that song, why don't you?
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it. You think she'll come in tonight?
Who, my special lady?
No, Meche.
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Ah, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club. We got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
Gladys, I can't live in this world forever. It's not where I belong. I've got to find Mecha and help her. Because if it weren't for me, she'd have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Well, I'll let you get back to practicing.
I don't need to practice, man. I'm good.
Yeah, tubular, dude. Splendid. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess nothing to do but drink away our sorrows.
Ah, Marillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes. Yes, I better take this with me for safekeeping.
Okay. Let's see, what else is there in this place? Ooh. I quite like the interior decoration here.
Chow Chilla Charlie in his regular booth.
What's up, Chuck?
Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
That's right, buddy.
Right. So what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny, which I love,
I mean, I'd also love it if you paid your bet and debts, but hey, guess we can't all be happy.
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this.
Hmm.
Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, hey, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
I appreciate whenever you can just take shit in a video game, or especially in a point-and-click adventure game. Usually, point-and-click adventure protagonists, there's such pushovers that like you'd have to do like find out some real passive-aggressive way to get it from him. But nope, let's just take it.
What else can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
So can you make passports?
Manny, you still think like a living man in so many ways. No soul needs a passport. We are all citizens of the same nation, and our king rides a pale horse.
So no passports?
No, that little hologram is so tricky, you know?
How about driver's licenses?
Sure. Just, give me a recent picture, $50 in, about 2 weeks, okay?
When I think of something I need, I'll come back.
I'm not a wishing well, Manny.
But I do wish you well.
Why aren't you over at the roulette tables?
The roulette is for lonely widows and Frenchmen. Why don't you get some slot machines, Manny? Everybody, old women, little children, they all love slot machines. And I have a system, an infallible system for beating them.
I think slot machines attract an undesirable element.
Oh, well, we're all undesirable, Manny.
Yeah, but your credit's no good to boot. All my friends are lonely widows and Frenchmen.
Except me, Manny. I'm here to keep you sane.
Tell me your system, Charlie.
I can't tell you my secrets. Just this. You have to become one with the bandit, Manny. You have to get inside the machine and make it want to pay.
On second thought, stay away from my roulette tables.
Yeah.
That's a nice suit. Where'd you steal it?
Manny, if you learn to play the odds like Chowchilla Charlie, then maybe you too can have a suit this fine someday.
Well, I've got a club to run, so...
Oh yes, please, Manny, get on with your glamorous life.
Hmm. I know you probably meant
Mesdames
that.
et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
But yeah, I know you sort of meant that sarcastically, man, Charlie, but I think my life is pretty glamorous.
Police Chief Bogan, Rubacava's finest. You know, some people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Le numéro gagnant, le 33, noir, impair et basse. 33, black.
Okay.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies
Ah,
and
my bread and
gentlemen,
butter.
please place your bets.
Not while they're losing. Ah, my bread
Okay.
and butter. Thrill-seeking rich folk with a poor grasp of statistics and probability. An honest roulette croupier is
Mesdames
hard
et
to
messieurs,
find.
rien ne va plus.
And guys like this, even harder.
Les jeux sont faits.
Everything okay down here?
I'm going to need some more chips if Monsieur Lucky does not call it a night soon.
Okay. I guess we gotta, like, get the fuzz out of here.
Police Chief Bogan,
Le numéro
Rubacava's
gagnant.
finest. Rubacava's only, for that matter.
Le vin, noir, Paris, Toronto, black.
Great French accent there, though.
You know,
Van.
people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed.
Okay, but I guess we can keep the chief winning and happy for a little longer.
Looks like Lupe's been in the sugar again. Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Well, how about you like prolong that a
Think she'll
little?
come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
Well, you could be a little more encouraging.
I just hate seeing you get your expectations up every night like that.
I'm not giving up on her.
Hey, I don't want you to give up on Mercedes. Just have more realistic expectations, that's all.
Let's try that again, shall we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Could be, Manny. Just hang in there.
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
If you say so, Manny.
How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the Day of the Dead, I guess. Except for the casino. The casino's hopping. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
That's pretty
Hey,
harsh.
we should put that over the door.
Everything okay back in the land of fur and fedoras?
Everything's in order. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to come in and try the new system. It's so cool. Want to hear about it?
I'm going to regret this, but sure.
Okay.
Fuck me
Tell
up,
all the
fam.
details about your new code check system.
Yay! Okay, I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and...
Yes?
Manny, you're not even listening to me. I go to all this work organizing your codes, and you don't even...
Lupe.
Forget it. Don't pretend to care.
I
Aww.
want to hear.
Hup, no, I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
Oh. Well,
Please, tell me all about your new code check system, really.
Don't patronize me, Cal.
Okay, Back to work.
Okay.
Aww. And here I thought would be good with the youth. Just don't know what kids these days are into. I guess killed organizational systems. Oh. Yep, pretty nifty class. Oh.
Meiji?
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
Ah! Car. Oh? Oh boy. There seem to be villainous things afoot. There's a Lambada on that captain's ship. Ooh. No! Ah. Bonk. Well.
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish 'em out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ha ha! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old limbo here, but...
But nothing. If the limbo's my only hope, then I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
Well, that's fine. Anyways, what else do you have to say?
All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son. And every hand on board works.
Well,
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it. But he'd have to get his own tools.
Okay, if I get Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes. No offense, Manny, but there's just no place for
Come
you.
on, man.
She's fully manned already. In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn.
who do I have to...
Except for that one guy.
Oh. I was just about to ask who do I have to push overboard, but...
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Yeah, well, Seaman Naranja's a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
Not if I can help it.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha! Restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now. Except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse, I'll get fined. It's a tough union, boy, and I don't mess with them.
Well, always the big unions keeping the small, poor entrepreneur down. What is this, Soviet Russia?
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
Okay.
What's going on in that bottle? A tugboat?
This happens to be a perfect scale replica of the SS Lumbago. I'm just having a little trouble getting the walking beam to fit in the neck here.
That's funny, because a lumbago is usually more of a problem in the lower back than the neck.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'd better go finish packing.
Aye, you do that, son.
Not a bad little ship in a bottle you got going there.
Yeah, well, there's that Rubicon craft fair next week, and also.
Okay. How about we seal it?
Hey, let me see that.
Don't bring it over your head if you reach for it again.
Aww. Nobody trusts me with their stuff. Just because I like, use everything in the worst possible way imaginable. Why are words so fucking hard?
It's locked.
I know, I locked it.
You have an answer for everything, don't you, smartass? Ah. Okay, let's see, can we... Nope, nothing back there. Okay. I see something that I can probably... Any? Okay.
This gate only leads up to the Lambada dock, and the Lambada's gone. I've got the lumps to prove it. It's locked, but there's nothing up there anyway. This gate only leads up to the I've got the lumps to prove it.
There's something I can probably interact with. Yeah. Oh.
That's the folding bridge that connects this pier to the base of the cat track.
Whee! Yeah. Ah. But let's have a look around first. Or maybe not. Maybe I need to open that thing first. Ooh. Really fancy place we got here.
Max's giant cat racetrack. How's a regular guy with 3 roulette tables supposed to compete with that?
Yeah. Big cats. Big cat keeping the poor, honest casino owner down. Taylor Soda's time. Ah. Ooh.
Looks like it hurts. It's Toto Santos, Rubica's friendly scrimshaw artist.
Okay.
Looks like a lettuce crisper. Smells more like a fungus crisper to me. It's empty.
Hey, you slowed down my grinder. Very painful. Very painful. Eh, Naranja? Like torture.
Okay, so I guess the dude getting his... Is it still called a tattoo if it's not on skin? Getting like a thing done that's Naranja. So we probably want to make this experience as awful as possible, so he like swears off the tough sailor life forever.
Looks like it hurts.
Okay.
Looks like it hurts. Looks like it hurts.
Okay.
Hola, Toto. ¿Cómo estás?
Not now, Manny. I'm in the middle of something with Naranja here.
Strong stuff. That ought to kill the pain.
Should, but it don't. I heal the pain, turn off my drill, stop working. How about that?
No. I can take it. Bring it on, Pops.
I'll pop you, sailor boy.
Let's see.
Whoop! I need that.
You need to hold still, or I need to strap you down.
I
Amarillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes.
don't know. Maybe if we switch that with the stuff he's got, he'll be. 1 second.
There's stronger stuff than that in there already.
Yep, but that's sort of the point. That we want him not to be, not to be well. Did we want, brain? How do you call it? If you like, anesthesia. Anesthetized? Look, we want it to hurt. That's the thing we want.
Hello, operator? Yeah, it's me, baby. How'd you know? Hey, don't say that, sweetheart. You know I meant to stop by and... I'm more happy about leaving town every minute.
Jeez.
I wonder if Inez has cooled off yet.
I doubt it. Okay.
I think these are binders of tattoo designs. They're labeled nautical and nice, and a third one just says Anchormania.
I told you, Calavera, not now. Me and Shag Fajdalon. Mir nem fogja be a pofáját.
Well, let's keep a mental note that that's going on there. I'm sure we can get up to some mischief later. Let's check out the cat race track, obviously.
Ew, I'm not sure what I hate more, crowds or cats, but I'm definitely not going near either one today.
Oh man,
Hey! Looks like a great night for cat races.
okay.
Please do not leave children unattended.
Nobody there. Anybody there?
Look, I told you we don't have any kitty hats today.
What?
You have to wait until Tuesday. That's kitty hat day.
I don't want a kitty hat.
Fine with me.
For
What's
your
your bet then?
safety.
I don't gamble. It's a conflict of interest for me.
Then why did you call me down here?
For the friendly conversation.
Jeez. Ooh. I mean, gotta say, although I don't approve of cat races, you gotta admit these guys have a pretty nice sense of interior decoration. Oh.
Sorry, monsieur, but this is the elevator to the High Rollers Lounge.
That's where I'm going.
It is members only.
You must be new.
And you must have a VIP pass to come upstairs. Adieu.
So many things I should be forging. Union membership cards, VIP passes. Ooh. Sorry, I often get distracted by zeppelins. Yeah, don't. don't feel like it.
Hey, the new blimp is already in full operation. Let's just hope they fill it with something non-flammable this time. Not picking that up.
Worth a try. Let's see, what's that statue of?
I know that statue's supposed to mean something about justice, but I don't know. Could be a statue of a famous Olympic gymnast, I guess. Reward offered for cargo stolen from shipyard receiving area, including a large suitcase bearing the initials HL.
Okay.
Reward offered for cargo stolen from ship... I think I can remember that. Reward offered for
Okay.
cargo stolen from shipyard receiving area. What a horrible jail cell. Then again, it sure taught Glottis a lesson that time. Only Police Chief Bogan knows how to get in there.
Okay, so I guess this is the police station. Lovely place, I guess. Ooh.
Late night at the morgue, isn't it, Membrio?
You know I can't sleep with John Doe's on the slab, Manny. If I don't ID these rose gardens tonight, I won't be ready for the two that come in tomorrow. And before you know it, I'm up to my ass in azaleas.
I guess the whole sprouting thing sort of took off in that year.
Any leads?
I know it's a poor coroner who blames his tools, Manny. But how am I supposed to turn up anything with the equipment they give me?
Hey, I had a government job for years, man. I know how you feel. I'd hate to end up like this.
Then take my advice. Buy an ID bracelet and wear it always.
Wouldn't match my cufflinks. I don't think picking flowers is really appropriate right now. I think Membrio could really use a nice tropical vacation. What a sad story. These stews sprouted and no one came down to claim them?
Death makes sad stories of us all.
How's business?
Booming, unfortunately. More crime every day. And more sproutings like these. Something's happening back in El Morro, I think. And its dark hand is finally reaching us here in Rubacava.
What exactly are you looking for?
I'm digging for a treasure that part of me does not wish to find. For when I uncover that sad doubloon that tells me who this poor soul is, my reward is not riches, but the chance to make a phone call and break somebody's heart. Of course, with this equipment, the search could go on for some time.
Okay. I smell a quest coming.
Can I help?
Sure. Grab hold of this leaf right here.
Okay.
Manny?
I can't do it.
I know. I was just testing.
How do you do this job?
Without becoming jaded, you mean? My secret to happiness, Manuel, is that I have the heart of a 12-year-old.
He keeps it in a jar.
I keep it over here in a jar. Would you like to see it?
No.
Sorry. Old coroner joke.
Do you ever worry that your job is getting to you, Membrio?
Well, forensic botany is a trying job, Manny.
But have you ever spent much time here with a florist? In life, they became florists because they love flowers. But here, a flower is a symbol of pain, of death within death. Their conflicted feelings build and build, and eventually, they become quite mad.
Thanks for the tip. I guess I'll send balloon bouquets from now on. And Brio, why do you stay in town? Why don't you head off toward the Ninth Underworld?
Manny, you can only search for something for so many years before you stop believing in it altogether.
You don't believe in the Ninth Underworld?
Why do you think we're all here in Rubacava?
Because you're waiting to earn off your time, or you can't afford passage, or...
Manny, we've given up. All of us.
Not
When
me.
You've been here long enough. You will too.
Well, don't let me bother you.
Always nice to have visitors.
Okay, let's make a mental note of that too.
It's empty.
Only until I finish up here.
Hey, should I close this?
No, I'm trying to air it out.
Okay, that was a bit depressing. Well, Jesus, this whole area is pretty large. Let's check out what's down here. Whee! Ooh.
Blue casket. Just doesn't have the zing of Calavera Cafe, you know?
Some of it's topical, but on the other hand, probably a bit cliche. Like, naming everything sort of death related. Probably gets pretty old pretty fast. Ooh. Oh no. Sort of seems hip. Dreadful.
Hey, look! Deadbeats.
Pretty much.
Hi, what's your name? Hi, what's your name?
Right. Everyone's.
Labor organization and revolt made easy. Crazy. Crazy.
But don't you see, when the government fades away, so will our troubles. Ah, nonsense. We will always need some armed force to fight off the return of capitalism.
That sort of fascist thinking is as dead as you are, comrade. When we get rid of all the guns, that's when people will begin to self-police. And the public opinion alone will keep them from committing crimes.
Hola, trust funders.
Hey, look who's making the scene. It's Manny Calavera, the up, the down, the backside of the nouveau riche.
Beat it, dinner jacket. We're talking about things you wouldn't understand, like truth and beauty.
Come on. Oh. Didn't know I was playing Disco Elysium here. Anyways, let's do that shit.
Hey, can I borrow this book?
Why? So you can freak out our plans for organizing labor and go rat us out to your pal, Chief Morgan?
Hey, I'm just looking for something to read on the can, all right?
No dice, cummerbund.
Nah, worth a try. I swear to God, if, like,
Looks like it's open mic night.
if we, like, gotta do open mic to, solve a puzzle here, I'm going to be very mad.
Testing? Testing. All right! Who's ready to rock and roll?
Okay.
Maybe later then, okay? So what is up with airplane food anyway?
Is he trying to be funny?
I mean, it's so small and not that good.
There's nothing funny about being dead, comrade. Life is pain, death is worse. My funny bone must have fell off in the hearse.
Anyone out there know where I can find some tools?
The only tool in here is you.
God damn it.
Tool of the government. Monkey wrench of the man.
Fuck! They got a comeback for everything.
Hey, can anyone out there help me get into the Maritime Union?
Hey, we're into organizing labor, not sabotaging labor.
Nah.
Good evening. I like to read a poem.
Okay.
Beholding why. Forgive these 5 sins. Break the mirror with your silence. I am not dead. I curl into a fist. I am not dead. Can it be yesterday? The center. Does he hear? Here. And tomorrow? For what purpose? Do it. The end. Gracias. Muchísimas gracias.
I'm fucking crushed. Okay.
Lola? What are you doing here? This crowd doesn't go much for souvenir pictures, except maybe of Lenin.
Shh! Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max. Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
Shh! Here they come.
Okay.
Come on, sugar. How about a kiss for the road?
Oh, ick. Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one. Hey! If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me. Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?
Fine. How's Max?
Oh, Gramps, don't start.
Oh. Sorry. Just gotta adjust the whole puck situation here. Yeah.
What are you doing with a snake like Nick?
I'd lay it on you, Manny, but I don't think you'd get it.
Messing around with your boyfriend's lawyer is pretty dangerous.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. You do get it.
I'm a little worried about Lola.
That's because she's doomed, Manny. She fell in love with Maximino. That's the one mistake I never made.
Ooh. It's like so many characters around all of a sudden.
You think Nick would hurt her?
Only if he finds her, and take it from me. He's not good at finding things.
Open mic night seems like a big hit.
It always takes those timid souls a while to get up the nerve.
Maybe it would help if you went up there and started things rolling.
Oh, Manny, read poetry in my own club? That would be like this whole place was just a big temple set up to worship me.
Oh, come.
Okay. Beholding. Why?
Oh.
Forgive these 5 sins. Break the mirror with your silence. I am not dead. I curl into a...
I feel like I got...
I am not dead. Can it be yesterday? The center. Does he hear? Here and tomorrow. For what purpose? Do it.
Oh. Probably should have taken notes, but my hands were kind of occupied.
Consider it an homage.
Jesus Christ. Poets, artists in general, lowest of the low.
A little dark in here, don't you think?
Dark and cold, like the hearts of men.
You know, I'm thinking of buying this place.
Really? I thought about buying yours for a while, but then I just decided to ask my boyfriend Max to buy it for me.
You can have it. I'm leaving town.
Manny, you sound so exciting all of a sudden. Why are you leaving town?
Johnny Law, baby. You see, I'm a grifter. I'm bad news.
Yeah, right. You're running after that ghost chick everyone says you're still so uptight about. Well, I have a poem I wrote just for you. Pay attention because it's pretty short. Here it goes. Ch uh, 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 mm.
Well,
catch you later, hip chick.
Keep practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
that was not all that helpful. Oh, huh? Buddy? You okay there? You wanna get down or up or... Oh boy.
Just a dab will drop you.
Okay, I guess.
Hey, man, you didn't see me put the secret ingredient in these coffin shooters, did you? Relax. Olivia stole the recipe from me in the first place. Yeah, she steals from the rich and gives to me to poor.
Well. Okay, that was... I didn't expect beatniks to turn up in here, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
The sink is full of dirty hookah water.
Ugh.
I'm not gonna drink dirty hookah water, and I can't carry it with my bare hands. I don't get the feeling those cleaning supplies are used much around here. Let the waiter clean up after himself. Nothing in the dishwasher. Not to sound like a capitalist oppressor, but I have people who do that for me now. These plates are filthy. I'm not gonna eat off of dirty plates, and I'm not going to clean them. Ooh, food waste.
Okay. Don't really know how that works, but sure, I'm fine with not dealing with that. Bump.
Strong stuff. That ought to kill the pain. Hello? No effect.
Okay, I think a plan is starting to form in my head. Guess we gotta get ourselves some of that strong stuff. Still, I actually did miss the secret ingredients there. Was it like the dishwater?
I don't really want to do that.
Fair enough. Because... what? Oh, bye. Ah! Okay. Not entirely sure what the hell happened there. But I guess we gotta get our hands on that special stuff to knock out. Okay, so that's how it works. To get that, what's his face? The tattoo dude, the galley chief. Oh. Get it, that's the sea bees.
These bees don't seem too busy. These bees don't seem too
Well,
busy.
union mandated break, you know how it is.
Cold one, huh, Terry?
Yeah, it's always cold when you're unemployed, Manny.
Oh.
Who's unemployed? Aren't you guys in the union?
The union? They don't look after us little guys. They're run by the coppers. And you of all people should know, Manny, that the cops are in bed with the gambling joints.
Hey, I run an honest joint. We ain't in bed with nobody.
What about the protection money?
We pay every week. On the nose, through the nose, like an honest place should.
See what I mean? This town is just a big conga line of hustlers, all laughing and dancing and scratching each other's backs.
Well, I didn't expect things to get so political.
Why aren't you guys up there working?
You don't know the deal down here on the docks, do you, Manny? If you want to get the jobs, you have to pay the unions extra dues. And that ain't cheap. We don't pay, and so they put us on barrel duty.
Why don't you just pay the union off then?
We got our pride, Manny. We're straight stingers, you know? Not to mention we just don't have any cash to spare now that we're not working. I mean, it's like a problem where, the solution, it makes the problem, worse.
Like a catch-22?
Yeah, wow. I wish I knew words like that.
If the union is crooked, why don't you register a complaint?
That's a good one, Manny. Did you hear that, guys? He thinks we should register a complaint.
How about we like just employ the Pinkerton Detective Agency and have like a couple of people shot?
You bees are being exploited. You should do something about it.
Yeah, what can we do? We're just a handful of unorganized drones. We don't know nothing about nothing except just how to take it on a chin.
I think you're just a bunch of complainers.
You don't know what it's like, man. Every day we come down here, we try and make an honest living. We find out that you gotta be a crooked bee to win down here. He knocks the pollen out of you, man. He makes you weak.
Since you're not using your tools, think I could borrow them?
Well, we sold them to feed our families.
Then how are you ever gonna work?
I told you things were messed up down here, Manny. I told you.
Jesus Christ. Well, you just can't help some people, I guess.
If the cops own the union, and gambling's in bed with the cops...
Yeah, and then who really runs the gambling, right? Well, no offense, but, Maximino is really the big boy in town, obviously. But word is, he gets his orders from some hardcore gangsters in El Mero. Yeah, that fancy cat track is really just a big laundromat, if you get my drift.
Hey, can I borrow one of your union cards?
What, are you kidding? You know how much I had to pay Chow Chilla Charlie to get mine?
Oh.
You guys know a seaman naranja?
Nah, CBs and sailors don't mix.
But you're in the same union.
Well, maybe so, but some traditions are sacred there, Manny.
You bees gotta be strong.
Things just aren't the way they should be down here, Manny. It's like the worker bees. They do all the work. But we can't affect it's like the way that things are produced should be controlled by, we should, forget it. I'm just a dumb, hungry, out of work bee.
I feel like you got real close there, buddy.
What's the buzz, boys?
Nah, it's bad down here. It's like we want,
You bees got
easy feet.
Okay, I guess. Well, if we like come across Das Kapital, we'll like pass it along to these guys, but until then, let's move on. Ooh, lighthouse.
It's locked.
Okay.
It's locked.
Well, but yeah, so I guess we gotta talk to Chuck about the whole union thing. Maybe we should have like asked him about that before we stole his tools, but hey, sometimes you know you gotta roll with the punches. Right. There's the casket, there's the... How do we get back to the casino though? Nope. That's... I guess get topside here. Wee. Ah, there we are.
Gross. How long was that raven sitting there? Lola, Lola, where are you?
Eh? Ah, there we go. Also, let's keep an eye out for Lola while we're there. Maybe Lupe saw something.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have a note for you from Lola.
Ah.
Yes. Now, where is it? Where? Oh, here. No, wait. Dang. I have a whole new system for messages. Just let me... Here. No, wait. Ah, be quiet. Here it is. Wait a second. It's empty. There was something inside. It felt like a key.
A key?
Yes! But did somebody come back here and snake the key while I was sorting the coats? Who would do that? They messed up my whole system!
Jesus Christ. What? What? Okay.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
It's just a pleasure talking to you, Lupe. Whee!
I just had a run-in with Domino and Meche. We're leaving town.
What? How?
Domino's got Meche. We're going after them tonight.
What should I do?
Just sit here until I get a boat.
Sit here. Check. Okay.
Sounds good.
I know it.
Okay. Glad we cleared that up. Let's talk, Chuck.
Manny?
Can you make reasonable union cards?
Manny! Are you going to start moonlighting? Or are you just looking to hang out with the sailors?
Hey, don't judge me,
Can
pal.
you do it or not?
I have a deal for you. If you can retrieve my money from Maximino, I can make you president of that crooked union.
I don't need to be president. And why does Max have your money?
I put a whole suitcase of it up for collateral on a rather large wager last month. The race was fixed, Manny. They stole my money like common thieves. Here, take this VIP pass and use it to get into the High Rollers Lounge. They won't let me in there anymore. There should be a safe somewhere in the wine cellar, and my suitcase should be in it.
And you can get me a card tonight.
If you make it back, Manny, the card will be on the table.
Okay. I guess now things are starting to move along.
Le numéro gagnant, le 7, rouge, impéré manque.
Oh. Sorry. 1 second. Just had to take care of something very important there. And just have a bit of a look around upstairs too. Oh.
Ah, Lady Luck.
Okay.
Loot number 2. 2 is the winner. Your chips, monsieur.
This must be my lucky day.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
Not really sure what I'm actually doing here.
Le numéro gagnant, le 16. Rouge, paire manque. 16, red. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît.
I've always meant to hide that better.
Okay. Yeah. Not entirely sure how that works. But let's make a mental note there too.
My wartime communications from Salvador. He's been sending me messages like this for the last year.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived in Rubalcaba safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue. I am pleased to report the successful hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings, which Eva has named Manny and Meche, are quite healthy and eager to serve our cause. With luck, my next letter will be borne to you across the sky by these young gossamer wings of truth. For the revolution, Salvador Limones.
I'm not done reading it yet, but maybe later.
Okay.
It's the VIP pass for the High Rollers Lounge that Chowchilla Charlie gave me. Ooh, better not show that to Glottis.
Calavera, it is indeed a great day for the revolution. Say hola to little Manny, the first enlisted messenger to serve the LSA. Please feed him some breadcrumbs and send him back quickly, so we may know that our maiden flight was a success.
Hey, why are you being so sloppy? Ah.
Manuel, I am sorry to hear that you have not heard from your Meche. You must be patient and let your heart remain open. If it is meant to be, you will someday be reunited.
Ha! He still thinks I'm in love with her.
Manuel, we have found the head of the serpent. Using the computer access you provided us, we picked up a thread that led us to the man who corrupted the Department of Death. His name is Hector Le Mans. Once a small-time racketeer, he has grown fat and powerful by robbing the newly dead. Watch out for the name Hector Le Mans, Manuel. And be careful.
There's like lots of lore happening here.
Dear friend, our movement now has true momentum, and our numbers are rapidly growing. Much of this is due to our communications and intelligence systems, both of which we owe to you. In light of your contributions, I would like to announce your promotion to Special Agent status. I, Salvador Limones of the Lost Souls Alliance, salute you, Manuel Calavera. You are a great ally in this noble revolution. Great news. We've discovered a new secret talent of our tiny messengers. We don't know how they do it, but these mysterious birds can actually find their targets just by looking at a photograph of the addressee. To celebrate, Eva has made them all little berets. I'll send you some pictures. Manuel, I am troubled by reports of you buying the automat and converting it into a nightclub. It's fine for you to be comfortable in Rubalcaba for your long stay, but I pray you haven't lost sight of the larger goals. It is not this world, but the next in which our true glory lies.
I just got this one today.
Beware, Manuel, for you are in grave danger. Somehow rumor has spread on the streets of El Marro of your presence in Rubalcaba. If this information reaches Hector Lamans, he surely will send his evil operatives after you. You must give up your search for Mercedes for the time being, and please, be out of Rubalcaba on the next ship.
I think he's exaggerating the danger a little, but I do feel pretty stupid for putting my name on the big sign.
Fair enough.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you are Rubalcaba safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue.
Salvador, he's a real chum.
Hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings which Eva has named for the revolution, Salvador Limones.
Ah, to sleep. Perchance to have nightmares about spiders and beavers. Can't. I'd miss my boat.
Okay. Anyone up here? No. Okay. Right, I guess it's time to check out the cat raid. Well. Actually, now that I heard Salvador's communications, Hector Limon, or Le Mans, actually, like the Le Mans, like the letter said, HL. That sort of rings a bell.
Losing ground. Desdemona, catching up.
Oh.
Well, Manny Calavera, you never come up here to see me anymore.
Well, I thought you could use the company with everybody gone for the Day of the Dead.
In that case, Manny, why don't you stick around until 6? That's when I get off.
Aww. Yes, we've got like a special friend here.
Ooh, I love this part. Sir, if you will, please place all of your belongings on the security desk. Oh, you're clean. Rats, Manny, I almost got to strip search you.
Okay. I guess someone's done bad.
A lot of paperwork.
A lot of passengers. Everybody's back home but you and me. Hey, official documents. Don't touch.
Guess I can still check out this place here.
These lockers have a note on them. Employees, I don't care who's doing it, but please stop using the contained detonation chamber to crack open walnuts. Thank you. They're locked.
They're lockers.
Well, fair point.
They're locked.
They're lockers.
Okay. Sorry,
Ah, Carla. Busy night?
Hardly. Everybody's gone home for the holiday already. This place is dead and I'm bored, Manny. Bored.
What's the shuttle waiting for?
Oh, they're just cleaning it, but they're very thorough. We run a tight ship here, you know.
Can I try out your metal detector?
What's your sudden interest in metal detectors, Manny?
I don't know, but I'm sort of expecting it's got something to do with the puzzle.
I'm just a collector.
Well, I'll show it to you when I'm on break. How's that?
When's your break?
Dawn.
Oh, that's too late. I'm shipping out tonight.
Yeah, right. I've fallen for that line too many times.
I think it's time for your break. We could slip in the back for a little drink. You can tell me all about your job, the danger, the metal detectors.
That back room's all business, Manny. And so am I.
Aww.
What kind of business goes on back there, Carla?
Strip searches. And you don't qualify.
Ooh. Okay, new mission, I guess, get sexually harassed by person of authority for reasons.
Why don't I qualify for a strip search?
Manny, I agree it would help pass the time, but we have procedures and rules here. And you never know when they're watching. I can only strip search people when a regular search turns up nothing.
Oh.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Sir, if you will, please.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Alright.
Rats, Manny.
Anything else we gotta say to her?
Why don't you come by the club anymore?
Well, to tell you the truth, Manny, it's your little coat check girl. All that bubbly energy, I just want to strangle her.
I've tried that. It doesn't stop her. So, is it time for your break yet?
I told you not till dawn. Kind of romantic, though, don't you think?
Well, you keep doing you, Carla. Okay, can I actually head on through though, now that I got,
Sir? Oh, you're... Rats!
Okay, I guess we just can't get up there. At least not right now. Right.
Oh, you're... Rats!
Yep. We know. You're all very disappointed about... Okay. Okay, it's the whole...
But here comes a challenger.
Over your area. Overlook.
I'm sorry. Here's my pass, Jean-Claude. Now shut those doors and drive.
Oui, monsieur.
But actually, my name is Raoul.
Siamese Express.
Ooh, and now we're here with the big folks. Whee! They're pretty empty. I guess there's not really that many VIPs around. Okay. No idea who the hell this dude is.
Looks like the pantry.
Anything cool in
Looks
there?
like the pantry.
I guess not.
Looks like cans of some sort of canned meat. Oh, I really hope this isn't where the old race cats end up.
Aww.
I don't need any cat meat. Looks like a turkey baster.
Sure. I'm sure that's going to come in useful.
Looks like a turkey baster. Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make a mint.
I mean, let's see. Can I actually use that thing? Eh. Okay.
It's the button for the elevator.
Okay. Oh. Hey. Raoul.
Busy as ever, I see. Busy as ever.
Okay. Not very talkative. Ugh. That's a pretty ugly cat.
Who needs a giant 24-karat gold cat? Who needs a cat, period?
Is it Max?
Boy, that Nick sure gets around. Nick Virago. What are you doing working in the High Roller Lounge? I would think Maximino's private lawyer would have his own office.
I do, but they don't sell drinks there.
Got a little lipstick on you, lover boy.
start with. And I can do the same to you, Calavera.
Ooh. That sort of seems familiar.
So if I were you, I'd keep my jaw.
Nick, I need a lawyer.
You get yourself in some kind of trouble, Calavera.
No, we just need someone for the ducking booth over at the club.
Funny guy.
I like to think so.
It's Virago's cigarette case. Nah, he'd see me do it.
Okay. Guess we gotta distract old Nicky here.
Nick. Nah. Everything all legal with the kiddies?
Yes, they keep themselves pretty clean.
Who do you like in the fourth race?
Well, there's a white-footed tabby in gate 2 that's looking strong, but has a slight eye infection.
But you think he's gonna pull out of it and win anyway, right?
No, that puss-eyed puss is going to lose, but nobody knows, and I'm going to make him mint.
I have to tell this to someone. I hate cats.
Me too, but they keep the lights on around here.
That, the opinions expressed in this game do not reflect the opinions of the Stalk by Cat streaming channel. Just making that sure. You guys know that?
Virago, I really need a lawyer.
What is it this time, Calavera?
Someone's claiming my roulette tables are fixed.
But your roulette tables are fixed.
Exactly. That's why I need a lawyer.
So will you be needing a regular lawyer or an excellent lawyer?
An excellent lawyer.
Any excellent lawyer or the best excellent lawyer?
The very best is good enough for me.
And who would you say that would be, Calavera? Who would you say is the best lawyer you know in all the land of the dead?
Well, the best lawyer would have to be a dead lawyer.
Well, that narrows it down to just about everybody here in the land of the dead. Come back when you know more about what you want. And by the way, Manny, lawyer jokes, not funny.
Okay, right,
His
Nate.
lawyer, his mother, and a chicken are all in this lifeboat scene. They're getting hungry, and the chicken says,
I have a gun, Manuel.
Virago, I really need a lawyer.
What is it this time, Calavera?
I'm starting a class action suit. Lots of money involved.
Who are you deep-pocketing?
What's the difference to you? They're loaded.
I'll ask you again. So will you be
An excellent lawyer.
any
The very best is...
And who would you...
You are, Nick.
That's right. And that's why Maximino retains me on an exclusive basis.
Fuck.
So sorry, but I don't do odd jobs.
No, doesn't seem like there's anything up here.
I got a hunch the wine comes out here.
That's...
What are you doing?
I wanted some wine.
Oh, look at what a mess you have made. Get out of here.
Hey, what about my vino?
It's not self-serve. You'll just have to wait until I get around to it.
Okay. Maybe now that the waiter's distracted, I can get some inroads on Nick, since he seems to be... Well, he did mention something about liking drinks.
How's trip, net?
Well...
I I could tell Max about you and Olivia.
That sort of claim could send a man like Max into quite a rage, especially if the messenger had no proof.
Max and I are friends. He'll believe me.
People believe what they want to believe, Calavera. And I want to believe you're a smart man who doesn't go around spreading dangerous rumors. I've got to talk to Max for a moment. When I get back, I hope you're...
Okay. Well, let's hope that didn't get us into any trouble, because I'm going to steal his shit. Yeah.
Man, this is gonna get me in trouble.
Oh, well.
It's Virago's cigarette case.
Okay.
There's something rattling inside. Must be in a hidden compartment somewhere, but I don't see a latch or anything. It's Virago's cigarette case.
Man, I sort of felt like previously the key just fell out.
Can't open the part that I think has the key in it.
Well.
Anybody there? Here.
Oh, another Chowchilla Charlie original. Give me one good reason not to throw you out of here.
Because I'll tell Max to fire you.
Okay. New place.
Wow, somebody really liked this cat.
It's a pretty impressive cat, I'll admit that much.
Beloved Sandspoof, this regal and majestic feline was a record holder for speed and a favorite of the crowds here in Rubacava for many years, until her career was suddenly and tragically cut short on the second week of the racing season, when the airship Olivia 1 on its maiden voyage crashed onto the track mid-race and exploded. Many bereaved fans testified later that before the blimp hit, Sandspoof was in the lead.
Well, rip to a real one.
Fuchi, that smell is peor que la muerte. It says revolutionary design leaves carriages safe and smooth for Kitty.
Let's pick up some
wet foods for winners.
Okay, these are some pretty big cans of cat food.
I could open it with my teeth, but I'm not that hungry.
Also, yeah, okay, interesting. I guess we didn't see the cats. Or...
This cat litter really needs changing. See? This is why I don't have a pet.
No. 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 There we go.
It says revolutionary design leaves carriages safe and smooth for Kitty.
Ooh. Fancy.
Great. Now it smells like a giant cat litter box and some sort of gelatinous demon mystery meat product in here.
Okay.
Wet foods for winners. Smells good. But I'd rather eat my own arm. I don't need the hernia.
Okay, fair enough. Oh. Okay. That. Like, I'm not sure that, like we're all that better off than we were before now. Okay. Maybe check out the blue casket again. See if we can maybe catch a glimpse of what the special ingredient on that knockout drink there is. Oh.
Testing? Testing. I'd like to read another poem. Go, baby. You heard me. Like pop. The cracks in my skull. Don't pet the cat that way. And tomorrow? The end. Gracias.
Okay, I just can't make any inroads here.
Well,
keep right.
Nope. Oh. So
I'm not gonna drink dirty hookah water, and I can't carry it with my bare hands.
But there was like dirty dishes in there before.
Not to sound like a capitalist oppressor.
Before, and now they're gone. Interesting. Little. Okay, there's these guys. Yeah. Not entirely sure where to go. Kind of wanna. Probably the most pressing matter is finding out how to get to that secret compartment, though I don't know how we are going to find that one out. Or maybe I ought to head back to the casino, the cat racetrack, I mean. See what Nick's got to say. Like, what's he going to do? Shoot me? I mean, probably, but also... One second, actually, I'm going to save here. No, doesn't look like there's anyone up there. Wait a second, I think maybe.
It says revolutionary design leaves carnages safe and smooth for Kitty.
Okay, can I be?
The can opener wouldn't work there.
I feel like it would, but you know, enough.
The can opener wouldn't work there.
I feel like it would. Oh. Okay.
Now that guy really needs his beauty rest. Wake up, Izzy!
Hey, I'm trying to get some sleep over here.
Sorry, don't mind me. Just passing through.
To where?
The elevator.
Doubt it.
Going down?
Probably later.
Can't I go down to the cellar?
It's a wine cellar. Wine goes down there.
Oh yeah, I now remember Charlie told us like the whole reason we are up here is so we can check out the wine cellar.
Maybe you could take me down now.
Oh yeah, I could take you down, but I can't eat customers anymore.
No, down in the elevator. I want to go down in the elevator.
That's true. They wouldn't see me hit you in there, but I still get in trouble.
Why can't you hit customers anymore?
Exactly. It makes no sense.
Just open the elevator door.
Then they really see us fighting.
I don't want to fight. I just want to use the elevator.
Chicken.
How about a bribe?
Look at me. What can you give to a guy who has everything?
Hey, let's beat up that waiter.
Not a bad idea. But he's new. Give him a break.
Okay. Nighty-night.
Hey! I'm trying to get...
Okay.
I told you to stay out of here.
I wouldn't have to come in here if the...
Maybe if he's distracted, I can keep this thing running, which means that the other dude's going to have to...
I told you to stay out of
No.
here.
I wouldn't have to come...
Which means that the other dude's gotta like, I mean, where are you heading? Ah! Shit.
Je suis confused.
You are indeed. But yeah, like we did see him going down into the wine cellar to replace this barrel here, which obviously makes sense. Okay. Not entirely sure what the waiter's up to all the time. Maybe if he's far away? Do we have to time it?
I told you to stay out of here.
I wouldn't have to... Looks like the pantry. Looks like a turkey baster. I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know why you would want to do that either. But you know, sometimes doing things in the like weirdest order possible seems like a fine idea.
I told you to stay out of here.
Yeah, no?
Wait.
I'm
Okay.
Hmm. Like I can get him to start actually working by doing that, but I'm not really sure what that, like what good that does me. Eh, Annie? There we go. Maybe if I head back to the casino to talk to, what's his face again, Charlie? But yeah, my like cold analytical mind, it's like a bit stumped right there. I don't know. Maybe Lupe can help me.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi.
Okay.
Okay, I guess not. Whee!
Where's my suit?
Where are your manners?
You said you'd get my money from Maximino's safe.
Don't worry, Chuck. You'll get what's coming to you. Well, I've got a
Okay, that
The
wasn't
burglary to
very
commit, don't forget.
wasn't very helpful. Also, Manny, not sure your hand was supposed to do that.
Something?
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling
Police
extra
Chief
lucky
Bogey,
tonight.
Rubacava's finest. Everything okay?
I'm going to need some more chief.
Okay, they seem to be.
Le numéro gagnant, le 19, rouge, Empereur et passe. 19, red. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
Let's see, how does this whole thing work? Right?
Bleu, noir, Perrimanque. Number 2. 2 is the winner. Your chips, monsieur.
Okay.
Merci.
So it seems like
Mesdames et messieurs,
2
faites vos
seems
jeux,
to be
s'il
the
vous plaît.
winner
Ladies
a lot
and
of time.
gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
Let's see. How does it work this time around?
Le numéro gagnant, le 16. Rouge, Perrimanque. 16, red. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
Okay. Right. Just want to see what happens once he gets to the chief.
Ludix, noir, Perrimanque. 10, black. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please. Leader, Noir Perrimanque, number 2. Don't
Yeah.
winner, your chips, monsieur.
That seems pretty odd. That
Thank you very much.
That 2 seems to be the winner all the time. Because someone who likes to rig his games, that sort of seems rigged. Let's see, how do we deal with that?
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, les jeux sont... Ladies and gentlemen, no more bets, please.
Look out below.
Le numéro gagnant, le 9, rouge, impère manque. 9, red.
This is an outrage. I bet on number 2. Why didn't it come up number 2?
Ah, monsieur, je suis vraiment désolé. I do not pick the winners. These things are all controlled by the man upstairs.
Well, please tell the man upstairs that Police Chief Bogan was very upset when he left. And when he returns later this evening, he would prefer to have better luck.
Oui, monsieur. Bonsoir. I will definitely tell him.
Okay.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît.
We got something there. So I'm not sure how that's going to help us in the grander scheme of things.
Le numéro gagnant, le 16.
An honest roulette croupier is hard to find, and guys like this, even harder.
Rouge.
Everything okay down here?
What happened to Monsieur Bogan's lucky streak?
It ran out.
Well, so did he.
Okay.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Probably
faites vos jeux,
helpful.
s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets.
I mean, would be pretty unfortunate if we got into trouble with the biggest crook in town and also the police chief, both at the same time. Well, okay, maybe both. They're one and the same person, but I guess getting into trouble with Max is also not very nice. But maybe he's now hanging out at the police station and we can get somewhere with that. Oh, doesn't look like it.
Only Police Chief Bogan knows how to get in there.
Okay.
Reward offered for cargo stolen from shipyard receiving area.
Maybe he's now over at the cat tracks, sorry. Nope, there's nothing happening there. And he's probably sticking around in the High Roller Lounge, I mean. Right? Maybe. No. Not here. Maybe upstairs. No. Okay. Nothing here but a nice view.
Nobody there. Hello?
Oh,
betting.
What? Interested in?
And the rest didn't seem the photo finish file for, of course.
Oh, I don't have a betting stub.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Like, I sort of assume at one point we gotta like get somebody to use one of our betting stops and then get in trouble for doing that, but yeah. Anything else we can do at the tattoo studio?
I think I'll stay off the phone for a while, just until Inez calms down. Looks like a lettuce crisper. Smells more like a fungus crisper to me. Lot of stains.
You will want a snack. Go get mother.
Huh.
I really doubt I'll be touching that anytime soon. Strong stuff. That ought to kill the pain.
Okay. Yeah. Still don't have any great ideas for this. How to deal with this thing. Yeah. Nope. Currently can't get in there. At least not yet.
No.
Could you go?
Still no word from...
But I'm first.
Has it? About...
I have one.
don't forget that Glottis has got to bring it...
He will. He doesn't go anywhere.
Good. Don't just sit around here collecting...
Right.
Okay, that's not all that helpful. At least not immediately. Anything with the lighthouse.
It's locked.
Okay. Wait a second. Just wanna check out something.
What's the buzz?
I mean, we work and we...
You bees.
Easy for you.
Just realized that for a second there, the music did like the opening notes of the International. That's pretty cute. I don't know. Where else could the police chief be hiding out? Yeah? Okay.
Well, don't let me... Always.
Hmm. Maybe in the lounge area for the land of the living. You know, if he's not gambling, maybe he decides to visit his family after all. No. So I feel like I'm probably barking up the wrong tree. Maybe I'm going to check out the blue casket again, but if I don't get like any sudden inspiration there, I think I'd probably call it a night for tonight.
Strong stuff. That ought to kill the pain. Hello? No effect. Ooh. As soon as I think of a use for stinky food waste, I'll give it a shot. I don't get the feeling those cleaning I don't really need a bunch of cleaning supplies.
I mean, wait a second, I'm not entirely sure why I would do this, but it might be possible to do this, so... Okay.
It's a turkey baster full of dirty hookah water.
I mean, but it doesn't seem like you can combine items in your inventory.
Ah, Marillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes.
Oh.
Well, maybe just a sip.
Okay. Wait, maybe if I... Okay. Maybe I can drop that shit into this dude's drink.
He'd see me do it. Nah, he'd see me do it.
Okay, fair enough. That all seems like it's on the right track though.
I don't really want to do that.
So maybe if I open the thing, then get ready, wait until the dudes get mad, and then do it.
Nah, he'd see me do it.
Alright, I gotta like open the thing to make sure the door doesn't close. Then move quickly. Yep, that sounds like it's working alright.
Who is over there?
Hehe.
Me a poco. Look, you broke it. Now it won't shut. Nemazogia, hold still. What are you, dead? Kefra, wake up. I don't work on drugs. Resek Chavarko. What kind of sailor are you? Can't handle booze, huh? Hogy te azt gondolod, hogy engemet nem fogsz kifizetni? Te teljesen bolond vagy. Well, let's go. Toto, I got your boy Naranja here. And my aide here. Well, he sobered up. I send him to limbo. Yeah. You'll make it there by morning. Promise. Oh, yeah. That is what I told him.
Doesn't look like you'll be showing up to work in the morning. Let's see what you got on you, huh, sailor?
Okay.
I gave him the idea in
Seaman
first place.
Anselmo Naranja, ensign 3rd class.
Tiger can't change his
I already
stripes.
searched him pretty thoroughly. Doesn't look like you'll be showing up to work
Okay.
in the morning.
So, you still going?
I think these are binders of
Listen to
tattoo
me.
designs.
You've got
They're
to
labeled
take care of
nautical and
yourself.
nice, and a 3rd one just says Anchormania.
Yeah. Hang on a second. No. What are you thinking?
Okay.
It's Toto Santos,
Sure.
Rubalcaba's friendly scrimshaw artist.
Hey, Velasco! Manny, do you mind? Artist at work here, eh? Sure, of course, I understand.
Okay. That's something. I think.
Seaman Anselmo Naranja, ensign 3rd class. Seaman Anselmo Naranja, ensign 3rd class.
That's not what it says on the thing though. But yeah, okay, we got something. Yeah. Although I don't think it's the kind of thing that like helps us with anything else. Right. Oh, wait a second, maybe. I actually... Well, I'm still not sure.
I could put them on, but I don't think that would fool Velasco. I could put them on, but I don't think that would fool Velasco.
Okay, fair enough. I was like sort of hoping that if we put them on, maybe we could like set off the metal detector and then yeah. I don't know, but I guess not.
That dock master...
You should see his wife.
That dock master Velasco is one salty old bag of rope.
You should see his wife.
Has,
No, but Toto Santos called. Said he's passed out at his place.
So he's in no shape to sail, right?
And he's out cold, but not that cold.
I'd better go finish. It's locked.
I know, I locked it.
I don't know. They did mention Velasco, but we haven't run into him yet, I don't think. Eh. I don't know. Are we supposed to be able to go in there?
It's locked, but there's this gate. I've got the lumps to prove it.
Okay.
What's that?
Oh.
Cigarettes. What does it look like?
Can't smoke on the... What?
It's a new compact for your makeup.
Manny, I don't...
And I'm not saying you need to.
Good. What?
It's a little something special I bought for you.
That's so nice, Manny. But save it for later, okay? When I'm off duty. What?
I don't know.
Unattended?
No, there was a shifty-looking guy with crazy eyes who put it there.
Oh my God. Give me that! It's a bomb! Ha ha! Another senseless act of terrorism nipped in the bud by security officer.
You go, Carla.
Wow. It was completely destroyed by our own detonator, so I can't tell what kind of bomb it was. But here's something.
A key. I better bring that to Chief Bogan.
Yeah, it's probably the key to some terrorist hideout.
Okay. I guess now we find Chief Bogan. Or not?
What was Nick doing with this key?
Let's actually see if maybe if it's for the lockers. Probably not. You know?
This key doesn't work there. This key doesn't work there.
Maybe it's like the lighthouse thing. Also known as a lighthouse. That was also locked. Yeah, I'm not sure if like I'm not supposed to get in there. Because it sort of seems like I ought to be able to. Maybe if I use the keys it will work. No.
This key doesn't work there.
Okay.
I've tried. Only Glottis can get these doors open.
Okay, now at least it tells me something. Yeah, I guess I had to use the manual controls because guess something that was overlooked during the remaster. But yeah. One of these days I probably ought to develop a sense of direction. Ah! Open sesame.
Lola?
Careful, Manny. You may not want to see me like this.
Lola! Did Nick do this to you?
Yeah, he wanted that picture real bad, but he's never gonna find it, that fink.
I'll get him, Lola. I'll show Max the picture for you and fix Nick for good. Just tell me where you hid it.
Oh, Manny, it's all my fault. Always falling for the wrong guys.
Aww.
I even had a thing for you once. But you were so hung up on that Meche woman, I figured I didn't have a chance.
Lola, where's the picture?
Tell me, Manny, would I have had a chance? Never mind. You just want Olivia for me. Tell her to improve her taste in men, or she'll end up just like me. Tell her to get a nice guy, Manny. Like you.
Lola! Lola!
Aww.
Oh, Lola. Hey, there's a picture of a tongue on it. And it says number 22, lengua.
Probably some sort of betting slip. But anyways, as I said, I probably ought to call it a night because it's getting pretty late over here, and my though thinking muscle isn't like working as well as it probably ought to. Anyways, I feel like we did make some progress, even though we also just stumbled around the place a lot. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope I catch you guys on Thursday for more. Yeah, it's going to be more Necrovision. I mean, there's like lots of opportunities for that game to get real stupid, so that hopefully ought to be entertained. Anyways, if that's not really your speed, I guess you guys can drop back in and join me on Sunday for more and Matador and more Grim Fandango. Catch you guys then. Bye.